regulatory framework allow for the future development of the government-wide area network in the public service of TNT. Comments. What you're seeing there? Courtney, what you seeing?
It's a big jump from where it was, right?
Yes.
The first thing to jump out there to you all is what? It's futuristic. How could you measure something that hasn't happened yet in the future? So right away, you're off course. For you to do a project, that something has to be now, it has to be passed, and you want to examine it, assess it, or evaluate it. So what is that? How will the implementation of a regulatory framework? He's talking down the road. How you can measure that? You can't. So now what he wants to do. And then the second thing is regulatory framework. You had that challenge in your MPhil with HIV/AIDS in terms of a framework, and the framework was so, and Anastasia, that is where you are. That framework is so massive. Once you talk framework, you're talking a network, you're talking institutions, you're talking people connection, and you're talking connectivity. At that point, he will get lost. Think about it again. Yeah. So that you could ask questions, huh?
So you're
Yeah.
looking at the regulatory framework. So you're looking at really you're trying to assess this, right? This is what he's trying to assess. Is it that you can look at what we actually have in place and examine it and actually map it?
Yeah.
Is that something that you'd be interested in doing, like what actually exists and map it, and then you could match it against, like compare it to best practice somewhere else and see what is missing from it. So if there's an issue, is there an issue in current implementation today? Right, identify what the constraints are.
You could do that quite easily, and I was hoping you could do that. You could get a best practice model. You could do that. MPhil PhDs, you do travel, eh? You get a best practice model. You have one thing that stays constant, that wide area network that the government's put in place. And you want to compare that best practice now with what we have. At that point, what happens there is that you have to suggest why it doesn't work. Now, the why it doesn't work is going to throw you into an arena there that is going to be politics, economics, political will, institutions, people, culture. And each one will be a chapter. Each one will be a chapter. Remember, this is a stage where they work you to death because you want that degree in hand now. And the course is elementary, but you want this degree in hand now, and that's where you have to work. Anybody wants to throw out any new ideas there? One thing you learn in academia, two people, you have no shame in saying, I really can't find it right now, help me here. When I have problem with an article, Ms. Chidi, you know this, when I'm writing an article, I'm smart, yeah? Very smart with my whole self. I know who are these different editors in the journals. And I make sure that when I have a question and I'm not sure about it, I write each one of them in a very pesky way. And I say to them, I'm doing so and so and I'm stuck. Give me some ideas here. But you know me well enough to know I do that. And what they do is give me comments and feedback. At that point, that article can't fail. So it have little techniques, and that's why academia is techniques. So it's not shameful to say, I'm going through it, it's a long process, but help me here. And you realize when you get that MPhil, PhD, MSc, you're still not good, eh? You get the professorship, you're not good still, because it have better than you, and it will always have worse than you. So you stay humble. Alright, just remember your yardstick. So we need to go back to the drawing board with yours. Go back.
You have the picture, so you take a picture?
Karen.
I know you have to take a picture.
Yeah.
Go on.
Just not before here. Let me take a picture. You know you this technique.
Go on.
Soundtrack.
Yeah, well, we all work it out with you, eh?
You were just
People, if People who start working on your questions, you'll be working on your research proposal as soon as you finish your questions. Remember to keep your title topic clear, concise, and not long.
I'll get into this.
Because this is instructive for you. You have to get the concept.
You know, in my day, I used to write down, you know, people.
Remember, he's IT, yeah?
I know,
You're gonna
sure,
erase it?
sure.